Hey everybody, Lenny Ghoul here, bringing you some Civilization 5. Um, Yesterday we finished up and successfully did a Brazilian cultural win, which probably looking back on it isn't that hard of a thing to do because, Brazil's pretty easy. But for culture, that's what they're good at. But I had never really done too many cultural wins in the game to begin with, so it felt good to do it. I enjoyed it, and I did it on marathon, and it was pretty good. I was pretty happy with it. The day before, the last time we streamed before that, we tried Arabia on One City Challenge, and that was pretty cool. But that was when we were using a mod, and I kind of jacked that up. Actually, it's before that when we did the Romans too, or something. I don't know. I messed up a couple. We lost one. Oh no, it's the Celts. We did the Celts. We lost the Celts. I somehow screwed the Romans up. I don't know what I did wrong. And then, we were doing One City Challenge Arabia, and the mod was kind of jacked up, so we didn't get to finish it after 3 days, which I felt really bad. But today, I was trying to think of other civs I haven't played very much, and I wanted to do something on the coast, and I wanted to do like a One City Challenge on the coast, which could be really hard. I have no idea. We'll just, it's interesting. Um, and then I was like, you know what? I haven't played England a lot, and I know England's really good for coastal starts and everything. So it's just I haven't played them much. I usually play the gimmicky builds. I really like the gimmicky builds. So the fact that I'm not playing a gimmicky build, or not a build, a gimmicky civ, is kind of I guess it's just kind of weird. I mean, everyone else is probably just like, that's England? Oh, sure, I play England all the time because they're really good or whatever. And, like, it's like playing Poland. Like, they're amazing. But, I haven't played these civs much, and I figured, well, we'll try England. And One City Challenge is never easy. So we're going to be trying to overcome balancing One City Challenge, which is actually kind of difficult. Because the big difficulty is running out of science and running out of money. I have some ideas on what we're gonna do, but I think we're kind of gonna wing it as we go. Give me a sec here. And all right. Oh, hold on, I gotta sneeze. Sorry about that. I missed the mute button. It came on too quick. I hope I didn't blow anybody's ears out. Anyway, I think I'm getting sick, which sucks. Just like regular sick. Okay. Thank you, and how are you doing? So we're gonna play England today. So one of the things that England gets is movement for all naval units receives an extra spy. So receiving an extra spy isn't going to do any good for us because we don't play with spies on. But the +2 movement will be kind of nice. I'm really have no idea how we're going to do One City Challenge on the water. I don't even know what the goal is going to be. It might actually be domination, believe it or not. That would be kind of fun to do, like a domination victory with One City Challenge, because you have to wipe out the other civs, capitals, but you have to basically eradicate all the civs off the map in order to do domination in One City Challenge. Because when you take a civ, it automatically wipes them out. You have no choice. It's just how it works, and it's because you don't have a choice in doing anything else because it's One City Challenge. I don't know that England is very necessarily good at anything else. I don't know that they don't have anything that gives them bonuses to culture or bonuses to that I'm aware of, or bonuses to diplomacy or science or anything. So all these things are important anyway. And it's just we're probably just going to end up winning with domination if we can. The other really cool thing England gets is this ship of the line, which is a really powerful naval unit, which is good because we're defending the one city we have. It's going to be a coastal start, so we're going to be defending it from the sea a lot. The ship of the line is really powerful frigate. It has slightly higher range combat strength than a frigate, and it's slightly cheaper to produce, and it can see 1 hex further away, which allows you to see enemies better than others. So it has a 35 range combat, range 2, movement 2. And you can use this to bombard shit, so that's kind of nice. So we're actually going to focus on having a navy, which is something I usually don't do very much of. And the other really cool thing, the really, really good one, is that the longbowman is a range 2. It's basically a crossbowman, but I don't remember what makes it better. I think it's actually, it says range 2, but I thought maybe it was range 3. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Let's see. The crossbowman is a 13-18-22, and the longbowman is a 13-18-22. But it has +1 range. Wait. Let's see. The crossbowman does not have the extra range. May not melee attack. Well, neither one of them can. Machinery, industrialization. Oh, machinery is what it requires. And I think it's the same with the crossbowman. Yeah. I was just trying to see if there's any significant difference. Now the cost, 120 hammers or 240 faith, and it's the same. So there's really, apparently there's one more range or something. I think that's the deal. Oh yeah, okay, there it says right there. Longbowman has a greater range than the crossbowman, allowing it to attack enemies 3 hexes away, often destroying them before they can strike back. Which is amazing, because what this is, that they are range 3, which basically makes them artillery, but early artillery. They can hit cities that cannot attack them back. That's really huge. But again, not until machinery. So we're going to start, the start of this civ is probably going to be very similar to any other civ. There's not a whole lot going on. I'm all right. I got to do the parents' house. So far, I've postponed it again today until tomorrow. Well, don't postpone it on my account, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I hope that works out for you. Having to whatever you're dealing with over there. Been a lot of chaos and craziness over here. So when I stream, I'm like, yay. Oh, decorating. Good Queen Bess. Anyway, Elizabeth the First. So, that's England. And like I said, there's nothing special about it for one city challenge that's going to make it any better than any other Civ for one city challenge. Except that, again, if we get a really good coastal start, and we might have to refresh a couple times to get a good ocean start that I like. That's preferable, so we don't have to restart the game, 6 or 7 times, or like you don't, so you're not like an hour into the game on a marathon game that could be like 3 days or a week or whatever, and then realize, oh shit, or an hour or two in the game before you have to start over because you can't possibly win. So we're gonna look for like a good start. I don't need anything for that. And I need iron for that. So if we don't get iron, ship of the line, we're going to have to trade for iron. But let's hope we get iron, I guess. I want to do it with without my ant being in the way. Oh. That's probably good, yeah. A single player setup game. Oh, I forgot to put some music on. All right. This is what I was playing last night. I was playing Arabs again after stream. I wanted to do that one city challenge, and I got pretty good, pretty close. I think I got to the point of where it's like I've kind of secured myself a victory for the most part, so I know I can do it. Maybe I'll do it on stream one day. I'm not sure. But for now, let's go to England. And this time we're going to play Pangea again. Or actually, there's another one that's like Pangea that's pretty good. It's called Oval. It has more bays and stuff though. Usually I like to play on huge, but I'm gonna play this one on large. King Marathon, 4 million temperate. Should we even go cold? We could do huge cold. Let's do huge cold. See, if you do cold, you want to go huge because there's going to be a lot of unusable land. Where's one city challenge? One city challenge is on. All right, so, and we're on oval. Pretty much anybody. But let's start with European stuff, right? Because we're England. We even put the Celts in there. Maybe we'll put Russia in there too. Although cold Russia's kind of rough. We'll think about Russia. Sweden. Denmark. So we'll have to deal with like the Danes. Actually, that's going to be tough. That's good though. The Netherlands. Where's France? France. Portugal. Austria. I guess technically Byzantine, but they're going to steal all the religion. Man, maybe not Byzantine. We'll see. Let's put Russia before we put Byzantine. Russia. Poland. Poland's a really good civ to play, but I don't know if the AI plays it very well. Rome, Germany, Celts, Poland, Russia, Persia. No. Carthage. No. Venice, but Venice, I don't like putting Venice in games because Venice does weird shit. Venice is weird. It itself is a one city challenge, and then it like takes over city states. And it ends up being a real big pain in the ass. Spain. There we go. I think that's pretty good. Germany, the Celts, Sweden, Denmark, Netherlands, France, Portugal, Austria, Russia, Poland, and Spain. That sound about right? Sounds good to me. It's on huge. We're gonna give 36 city states is 3 each. We don't want to overcrowd, but we do want a lot of city states. Um, 40 would be nice, but if I start having, because I already have 12 civs, if I have like 12 civs and 40 cities, it's like 52 plots, and then like things I could be pushed into like just really bad areas. Let's go with 36. I think 36 will be fine. And I'm gonna try this, and I'm gonna have to reset the thing because it may not work at all. I'm gonna leave diplomatic victory on, just in case. In fact, I'm even gonna leave time on. We're just gonna do it all. We'll leave them all on because who knows what's gonna happen. Actually, time might not be a good idea because on one city challenge, I will never be in the lead. I'll take time off because time is based on your civilization score, and with one city challenge, you'll never have the top score because you'll never be able to grow big enough to be bigger than something that has like 4 or 5 cities. Wow. I'm getting all kinds of weird graphic designers following me today on my Twitch account or my Twitter account. 3 so far since I posted the stream start. Anyway, what am I? Oh yeah, before I get any further, let me post today's poll too, and then we'll start playing. Today's poll, there's 2 actually. One's on about GTA, and one is about how do you prepare your popcorn? Nuke it stovetop air popper by pre-popped. Excuse me. I just finished lunch. Get some burps. All right, let's do this. Quit stalling, right? 20 minutes into the stream, we haven't started even playing yet. Okay, so England starts with a coastal bias, which is good because that's exactly what we need. But 1, 2, 3. Let's save it. We're probably going to restart this one real quick. Coastal starts are pretty hard to get a good start. So we might have to try a couple of times. I'm gonna explore. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna explore, and see if it's worthy. And if it is, we'll reload and then check and then play. England, one city. England OCC, huge start 1. And the reason we're going to do this is because so I don't have to restart the game in the middle of the stream because we got a really bad start and we didn't know it. It's my game. I can do what I want. So we're going to just double check to make sure that this is a decent starting location, and if it isn't, we'll just we'll reload and then restart. That hill wasn't horrible, except there was not, like, that already wasn't good. We're probably just gonna restart it already. Jungle was nice. It's nice having a jungle tile. But there's only the whale, which is also nice. But there's only the whale and the gems. Is like 1 whale, 1 gems is our entire luxury resource. Because there's 1 city challenge. That's all. The only thing you get is the stuff in your cross, and if you don't have extra copies of stuff, you're boned. Because you have nothing to trade. So we'll reload this and then restart it. If you take more than 1 turn, you can't restart the game. So that's why, if you take 1 turn, you can't restart the game. So that's why you save it on turn 0, and then you can restart without having to go all the way back to the menu to reset all of the maps and everything. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Well, that's not bad. Except, oh, I'm on a hill too. I would have liked a mountain. I hope there's another copy of either salt or gold. Let's save this. But it's not bad, honestly. Because I do have the hill. I do have the turn 1 hill river start with food, salt, and gold right in the very beginning. It'd be nice if there was some sea resources, and this might be a lake actually, which would totally fuck us. Which you have to be careful for. So you start out. It's called coastal starts, but sometimes it's not actually on the coast. And if you start on like a lake, you're fucked, right? Because it's just a lake. Like your entire navy is screwed because you're stuck in a lake, you know? So we're gonna make sure that we're not on a lake. In fact, I'm gonna move this guy up as well. Yeah, it looks like a lake. I was gonna move this guy up to see what this stuff is. See, this is exactly why I do this stuff. I've played this game enough to know that you can get screwed like this. This might be a really long bay too. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, it's a long bay. Let's see if there's something over here, and then we'll check over here. There's Isabella. This isn't bad so far. It's got enough food. There's only the 2 resources that are tradable, though. Or they're not tradable because they're the only luxury resources I have. So I won't be able to trade. Which isn't necessarily that bad. But I'm not... If there isn't a bunch of city-states nearby me, we won't be able to do a lot of anything. Now, this is interesting. One, two, three. No, that salt is not within our thing. It's interesting because maybe one step over here, if this was a hill, this would be a better start, because then we could have the 2 salt, right? So I think we're going to restart. And this looks more like a C anyway. This hill isn't bad, but there's no fresh water on it. But it would give us the sheep, the salt, the deer, another salt, the gold, some food. The problem is it's not fresh water. Which isn't the end of... Oh, the other problem is it's not in the ocean. So never mind. I was like, wait a minute. I need to actually be on the coast. So, yeah. That was almost... This is exactly why I do this. Because had I played this for like an hour... Not even that. I would have plopped it down and played it for like 10 minutes and been like, oh, we have to restart the game anyway. Because there's no way, you know... So then we restart again. So something I ran into last night when I was messing with the YouTube stuff. Apparently, and this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I don't understand why. This doesn't make any sense at all. YouTube has decided that you cannot edit any video that's in YouTube on the YouTube editor that is over 7 hours long, specifically trimming it. You can edit them, but you can't trim it, which is stupid because you want to trim it because you want to make it shorter. Because if it was less than 7 hours long, I could trim it, which makes no sense at all. But they're saying I can't trim any video over 7 hours, so I wasn't able to cut out the beginning part. When I posted it. So we're going to make sure that today's video isn't 7 hours long. Actually 6 hours. We're going to try to stay under 6 hours today. Maybe even 4. It might even be 3. I don't know. If I get hungry earlier. We had to start late and I wanted to barbecue today, but that's not going to happen. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But if I start getting close to the 6 hour mark, I definitely want to stop so that I can trim the stupid video. All right. This isn't a bad location either, as long as we're not in some kind of weird bay thing. Again, this could be a lake. This could be a lake. Gems. We're on a river. There is no fresh water again, which isn't good, but we are on a hill. That is a lake. It even says a lake. So we are actually on fresh water because this is a lake. So that's awesome. All right. So we have a lake. We're on the coast. We're on a hill. There's no mountain, but that's okay. We have 2 resources, food, and we have jungle, which is good because this is going to help us for science later. Did I save the? Let me save this. I might have done it, but I'm going to do it again just in case. Because this is a good location. I might. The only thing that'll stop me from starting here is if there's no more luxury resources. Even if it's the same kind, it's okay. I just need to make sure there's more than one copy of each so I can trade. If not, I might do it anyway because it's still pretty decent. Although there's no fish within range, which sucks. Because I was going to do some sea stuff. It looks like no. So close. See, starting on the sea is really it's really difficult. All right. That was almost a good start. I think being the cold thing, which is weird. It doesn't even seem. I haven't started in any of the cold places, which is good. But adding the cold might have changed the resource allocation a little bit too. So that almost looked good. If we get a mountain hill river with 2 luxury resources on the ocean with crab next to it, that's a win. Oh wow, it's not even close. That means one of these tiles really close is an ocean because I have an ocean start bias. So I'm supposed to start next to the ocean. There's 2 dyes. There's some fur. There's some diamond or some silver. Let's go find the ocean, see how far away it is. It should be close. It should be somewhat close. Follow the river. Usually follow the river to the ocean, but that doesn't necessarily make it so in this game. Alright, well that stops, so it's not that way. And permafrost is shitty to build on, but it's not the end of the world. Wow, I'm supposed to have an ocean start. Clearly I don't, unless there's some over here. Yeah, there's a coastal bias to this civilization. It doesn't always happen, and this is one of those cases where it didn't happen. Oh shit, I should have saved it. Did I not save it? We have to restart twice. Sometimes I forget to save it when we load a new thing in. I did. Alright. Maybe it'll, because it's a different seed, maybe it'll do a different place. It did do a different place. Ooh, that's not bad. That's not a hill. Hill start is really, really important, especially for one city challenge, because that's where you're getting your initial what's that called? production from, and if you don't get that hill start, you are going to be way behind. And since we're already doing one city challenge, that's not good. So this was a nice attempt. I'm gonna check over here if there's a hill river close enough. I could still salvage it and then go. Like, I'm not opposed to walking a couple of turns to find a better location. You know, that's fine. Because I'm playing marathon. If I was not playing marathon, that would be suicide. No, there's nothing here. So we'll just do this and then restart it again. Since it's doing a new seed, because I have random seed on, I guess I don't have to keep saving it. I can just keep restarting it. What a bummer. This one may not go to YouTube. Or I'll edit the shit out of it. Oh man. Let's save this real quick. Man, it's not bad, but not being on a hill is so fucking lame. It's like you have no idea. Like, I don't know if you it's you see people on like YouTube guides and stuff, like telling people, you know, all the time about make sure you're on a hill start. It's absolutely true, man. I can't even emphasize how important it is to start on a hill. It is it is more important than starting with a river. Like, if you have to start somewhere, if you're out of options, if you're playing with other people or something, move however many squares it takes to get to a hill. I was thinking about starting on the diamonds, but there's some fresh water around, but I'm not on fresh water, which is not very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, but there is some jungle, except it's because it's spice. So 1, 2, 3 would be spices. Sheep doesn't count. I'd be on the gems. 1, 2, 3. Spices. Some fish. Yeah, that's not great. I could, now, the thing I could have done to cheese it, which I guess I didn't think about that, but I didn't really want to, is you can do legendary start, and then you get a whole bunch of resources right on the very start when you're doing one city challenge. But legendary start doesn't have as many resources on the entire map, where abundant just puts more resources on the map. Legendary starts is the same number of normal resources, and then they just move them closer to all the start locations, which means you're starting with the legendary start, but so's the fucking AI. So that could be bad, right? And what the game considers legendary, you might not consider legendary. And all that means is you usually get like 3 or 4 resources as opposed to of the same. Holy shit. Legendary start looks like this sometimes. Wow. Oh my god, dude. Why is this not a hill? Oh, I'm so mad. You have no idea. Dude, why? See, if this wasn't one city challenge, this would be great. Because I got dye and 3 crab on a river with 2 camps, 3 camps. Dude. But there's no hill start. Well, we'll see. We're gonna move down a little bit and see if there's a hill close by that's maybe attached to some river. I don't really want to start on the permafrost. This isn't a hill. See, again, if I wasn't a coastal civ, this would be good because I could start over here next to the mountain river, but I need the coast. Because I can't, if one city challenge, I won't be able to send any workboats out if I'm not on the coast. So I wouldn't be able to do the fish. Wow, that's an actual tile. That's rare. Oh, if that was a hill, that'd be even better. Holy shit, dude. They hit all the crab up here. But there's no hill. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to reset. Damn it. Yeah. That sucks. I hate doing this, but like really, if you don't start on a hill, there's no point. With one city challenge, forget about it, dude. That extra hammer is everything. And it's really sad, like having to give up some really good luxury locations because there's no fucking hill. Like, this is good. There's a hill right here, so maybe this one. Let's save it. There's permafrost, but we can use permafrost bonus if we get the religion thing. All right. Let's see what's right here. There we go. That's not bad. So I have 2 diamonds. It's not great. I have a camp here. A camp here. I have sheep. I have some fish. I have some marble. We can, this is workable. This isn't great, but it's workable. 1, 2, 3, we'll get fish there. Yeah, this is pretty good. I like this one. I hope I saved it. Oh god, I hope I saved it. I did. I think this is where we're going to start. I'm just going to walk this shore a little bit. I just want to make sure that we are actually... See, this is what I'm worried about. I want to make sure that we're in a bay, but I want to make sure that we have access to the ocean. Because if we don't, again, we're going to get like an hour in and have to start the game over. That's the unfortunate side of the scripting because it's an ocean start bias, or it's called a coastal start bias. But it doesn't always, like I said, sometimes you end up being locked into a lake. Just like a really big lake or a sea, and not even knowing that that's actually what happened. And then you get boned because you don't have access to the ocean. I'm not going too far, but like once this gets big enough, we'll know. See, it's already curving back. This might actually be exactly what I was afraid of, because this starts really good. It's not great, but it's very doable. I would be totally fine starting right there. I even get this little piece of land right here, wheat, to work. Yeah, this is a great start. This is a fantastic start. Well, I mean, it could be better. There could be a hill next to it. I mean, a mountain next to it. But look, I think I'm stuck in a lake. See? Unless this is an outlet, then we're good. This is why I do this on coastal starts. Nope. See, look. Landlocked. Look at that. Isn't that fucked up? That was a great start, but I'm landlocked. So I'm screwed. Because look at that. I got all these are workable tiles. The 2 diamonds, the 2 deer, the 3 fish, the sheep, the marble, and the wheat. Actually, this fish too. 4 fish. Man, that's huge. And I'm on a river, and it was on a hill. That would have been amazing. But, oh, you're landlocked. Just bust this real quick. Yep, see? Landlocked. God damn it. That's so unfortunate. I need to start like that, except that it goes to the ocean. I have the same problem with what was the other Civ that I used to play? With Carthage, you want an ocean start because you want all of your cities on the coast, because your big thing is that you automatically have connections to all the other cities on the coast without having to build roads or anything, which is a really like underrated huge bonus. Oh, this is a good start. If this isn't landlocked. Wow. I'm on the hill. I've got the river. I've got fur, spices. I got some food here with the deer. I got some wheat. A little bit of tundra, but that's workable. All right, let's save this. Let's make sure this isn't landlocked. If this isn't landlocked, we'll use this one. I just don't want the whole stream to be. Well, we haven't found the game yet. You know. Damn, this is so good. Please don't be landlocked. And I don't need like the entire ocean even. I just need like a very significant portion. Like usually it's on the actual coast and not on like the middle of a sea. And the map shape that we've taken, yeah, see there's ocean tile, but sometimes you get ocean tile even when it's not ocean, because like of little bays and stuff. Because it just happens to be like a very big lake. See, this could be landlocked, or there could be an outlet somewhere else. It kind of looks like it's landlocked. It may not be. I'm just verifying that. Alright, Spain, fuck off. We're just trying to see if I can play the game. If this like goes out somewhere, we're good. It's kind of like a little archipelago or something. I'll even be okay if it's a large sea, but it has to be significant enough. It looks like God damn this fucking game, dude. I can see a river right here. Dude, what the hell, man? I haven't had this bad luck of there it is, landlocked. I have not had this bad of a bad luck in a long time. Stupid game. It's because I'm England. Game's like, you limey Brit. I do too. There's going to be anarchy in the UK if this fucking keeps up. Oh, Jesus. This is not even close to the ocean. Sometimes it is, but it's like the coast is just out of range. So it pays to like walk it a little bit. Because maybe, you know, you just have to move a couple of squares before you get to where you need to be. So that's why even though you don't see the ocean right away, like, you kind of need to look for it a little bit. We'll check over here, maybe. There, on Civ 4, there was a thing where you could reveal map. So what you would do is you could save the game and then reveal the map to see if you were good, and then if you were, then you would reload the game with the map unrevealed. And then you wouldn't reveal the map so you could check everything out. You just revealed the map to make sure that your immediate area wasn't totally borked. See, this is where this could actually be ocean up here. But that's kind of a long way to go from the start. That's a lot of moves. I don't think it is. I think we're going to restart. Yeah, that's a lake. That's bullshit, dude. If you hear eating noises, it's because I'm eating a candy cane. Here we go. No, there's no fucking hill. This would be a great start if there was a fucking hill. God damn it. That might not be bad. You can still get to the gold and the pearl. This looks big enough that it's probably ocean. That's not a bad start. It's not great. But there's fish. There's fish. I don't get that pearl, but I get this pearl. And I get that gold. And I get that fish and maybe some stuff over here. I want to see, I want to make sure this isn't a big lake, but I think we're good. This kind of, because there's so much ocean tile here, like it's over here and over here and over here, it looks a lot more like we are on the coast. This definitely looks, yeah, this is a coast. Wow, this is not a bad start either. This might be a better start. I'm going to walk this because maybe I start over here. Because there's still pearls over here. If I can start with the mountain next to me, that's even better. Like on this side, it might be a hill mountain river. Right? Look at that. Oh, that's a great start. So there's gems, gold, pearls, fish. I'm on a hill and there's a mountain. There is no fresh water, which is unfortunate, but not the end of the world because there's a lot of hills here. So there's production. There's hill, 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 hill. There's jungle tiles, which is really good. There's 3 resources, which is fantastic, and there's enough food. And I'm next to a mountain, which is also really good for science, because at One City Challenge you run into a science problem, but when you get astronomy, this like doubles your science. And the jungle is also good for science. So I think we have a winner. What I need to do is I need to count how many squares. So we start here, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then down, and we'll start right here. I'm going to move up a little bit just to make sure. Yeah, we're good. That there's ocean. Yeah, we're definitely on the ocean. See, when you have this much ocean, you're on the ocean. All right. So it only took an hour. Not bad. All right. So I would actually just like to start here, but I can't because I have to be next to the mountain. So we're going to start on the sheep. All right. And there's even another mountain next to us, so we could do like a Machu Picchu thing if we wanted to. Okay. Now we're actually starting. It's so dangerous too. It's a 4-turn start. Oh look, there's some stone too. With some bananas. Turn 4 start. Wow. There we are. All right. Let me see. We're going to be working fish. There's a little bit of a chop. There's some mining we can do eventually. We're going to need jungle for that one. We're going to need animal husbandry. Anyway, the reason with the hill is because you see how it's 2 hammers and 2 food? If I was on the flat, it would be 1 hammer and 2 food. And that extra hammer on turn 1 is like phenomenally better. It sounds silly, but all that stuff adds up tremendously. All right, we're gonna take pottery. We're gonna go the normal route because we're already kind of behind, so we need to kind of like, you know, we're gonna need to go the standard route because there's nothing that's gonna benefit our civ specifically until where's machinery? Until here. Right? And then the next one is ship of the line, which I think is like here. So like we're just gonna go the standard route here. We're gonna get sailing and optics online is quicker than normal. We get some trapping in. We're gonna send this guy off. Actually, we should send him down to get this goodie hut. Well, fuck it. We'll send this guy to get a goodie hut. I don't want to backtrack. London. And Zanzibar is pretty close. I'd probably get myself a caravan. Actually, no, a cargo boat would be better. That's right. What does it take to make the cargo boats, though? Oh, just from regular sailing. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. We don't need a caravan then. We'll just start with a cargo boat. Cargo boats have a better range and a better yield. So if you're doing trading across the land, you have to use a caravan, but if you have an ocean, you can use a cargo boat. And that's way better. And then every trade route you create, you can get another cargo ship. And again, sending him from the ship is more money. It's a better yield, and you have a better distance. Now, when you're doing one city challenge like I am, that's really important. I'm just checking out my surroundings here. See, it's interesting. We started here, but because we explored, we're able to get the better start. Even though at first blush, this is like, wow, 2 pearls and a gold. And then I'm like, yeah, but now I have pearls, diamonds, and gold. You know, granted, I don't have anything to trade, but I have luxury resources that will keep me happy, so that's fine. Absolutely going tradition because we're doing 1 city challenge. We're gonna go tradition, and we're also gonna go I think we're gonna go navigation. Maybe. There's some pretty good bonuses for navigation, but it's more if you have multiple coastal cities. Oh, awesome. So, I think we just got a Pantheon. And if we do, the one we want is the production on the ocean. Because that's really going to help out. 40 points. I think I should get a Pantheon. Unless somebody else got theirs already. Alright. God of the Sea. That's what we want. Production from fishing boats. So we're going to get 1 hammer per fishing boat. Which is 4 fishing boats. But then when we build a lighthouse, we'll get another hammer per fishing boat. And then when we build like this, like a harbor, we'll get like another hammer. Like that shit keeps adding up, and it gets really good. Because the ocean doesn't have it doesn't have any hammers by default. So if all of your hammers are back here, you're missing out on hammers, and that's why this makes up the difference. So we're absolutely going to do production from fishing boats. So once we build fishing boats, hammer, 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 hammer. There might be some more fish out here that I don't see. Alrighty. I could use another goodie head or two. We got the good start, but you know. There we go. Gonna say, we don't get a goodie hut here. It's not gonna matter. I mean, I guess we got the Pantheon, so that was... There we go. I knew they were around here somewhere. More faith. Wow. Maybe I'll get first religion. That would be awesome. We'll take... probably Protestant. I don't have the mod turned on that gives you the whole bunch of religions. It gives you like 100 different religions or something. So we're just using the default game ones. Which is unfortunate because I really like all the other ones. But it's purely aesthetic, but it looks nice to have all those other symbols. Wow. Animal husbandry. Nice. Do we get horses? Of course not. God damn, this game is just... I don't think I've gotten horses in my capital. And I don't know how many games. There's not even horses on the fucking continent, dude. It's crazy. This is supposed to reveal horses. We're gonna need mining. Oh yeah, we wanted to do the writing thing. That's right. I forgot. I wanted to do like the standard kind of start. If we get lucky, get like great library, we're gonna be off to the races. Because that's the early science lead, which is going to help the rest of our technologies come a lot quicker, which is going to help us stay ahead of the game a little bit. William of Orange. What kind of name is that anyway? Just saying. Why is this guy going that way? Consul Maria the First of Portugal. Would her name really be Maria the First, though? Wouldn't your name just be Maria, and then Maria the Second? I know, like, Queen Elizabeth the First is also like Queen Elizabeth the First, but there is no Queen Elizabeth the Second. So why isn't it just Queen Elizabeth? Like, I would think you should only get the title of first if there's a second. Right? I mean, doesn't that make more? I don't know. That's how it works, but it just seems backwards to me. We're going to take aristocracy because we want to try to build a great library. I don't know if that's going to happen. Oh, I know. Yeah, I had to wait till 3. Never mind. Almaty. They already don't like me because I'm standing in their city by accident. Sorry, guys. I don't like that William of Orange is so close, but he's the first one we're going to attack, probably. He'll probably be the first one to attack me. That's usually how that works. So we got a goody hut there and a goody hut there. You guys go for that goody hut, and you guys go for that goody hut. Isabella. Population. It's interesting. Then we'll put that on monument or granary or shrine. We're gonna put it on shrine, and we're gonna go production because we're at level 3. I don't even know that I need this many scouts in this game. Although it is a huge map, so. Oh shit, look at that faith popping off. That's why we're building a shrine, so we get a steady bit of faith coming in too, because if we do get first religion, that's really helpful. As one city challenge, we won't be taking the things I normally take, but we want to make sure that the things that we need are available. I'm thinking the production. 1, which is actually really good. We want tithe for sure. Tithe is the best one. It's weird. The AI almost never takes tithe, and tithe is absolutely the best one in the religion. It gives you 1 gold per follower of the religion anywhere in the world. It is like absolutely, like, without doubt, like, that is the quintessential. That's it. That's the money. And then everything else from there is really good. And the AI almost never takes tithe for some reason. But they take the other things that you want all the time. They go after the pagodas. Pagodas are usually really good if you have more than one city. Um, pagodas, mosques, cathedrals, all of these things, because they're buildings that you build that give you multiple resources. Like they'll give you happiness, faith, and culture. Usually, and the amount of that depends on which building it is. But you can get one in each city, and if you get both, if you get 2 or even 3 of those buildings as part of your religion, you can build all 3 in each city. So if you have, like, 6 cities, that's a whole lot of stuff now that you've created just because of religion, and that's pretty good. I don't like how fast he has 2 cities already. He has 2 cities by 3,000. I'm worried he's just gonna go and start like blitzing down here and trying to encroach, which is fine. It's just, first target, like I said. The closest target is usually the first one. Boudica, what's going on? I've seen her in a game in a while, except when I played her. What do we got? We got the Dutch, the Portuguese, Spain, and the Celts online so far that we've run into. With a lot more to go, which means this is going to be a really large continent. But see how there's a lot of tundra? The cold makes a lot of the land not usable up top and the bottom, because it's kind of usable, it's just not as good. I actually thought I was going to start with some, but I didn't. So, because if I had started with some tundra, that's another thing that you can do as a pantheon. Tundra tiles without forest gain faith or something like that, or food, or I don't remember. There's some cool bonus for having tundra tiles that make them not shitty tiles. Hey, right here. There we go. Do 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 do. Taco, taco, taco. So tomorrow, depending on how this game goes, I may or may not play this tomorrow. We'll see. Because tomorrow is Thursday, right? I believe tomorrow is Thursday. Let me make sure. I don't want to lie to everybody. Tomorrow is Thursday. And Friday, oh, fuck off phone. My phone keeps trying to get me to fucking turn on the little thing where it's gonna, where I'm supposed to like voice activate everything. I don't want to do that. Um, anyway, tomorrow is Thursday, and the reason I bring that up is because Friday is the league start of Path of Exile. So, we may continue this tomorrow. If it goes well. If it doesn't go well, then tomorrow I'm thinking of doing um uh what's that called? Theory crafting my league start for Path of Exile in POB. However, I'm a little on the fence about that this league because they're making so many fucking changes. I don't even know what we're gonna start with. Like, I know basically what I want to do, but they're making so many freaking changes that it may end up being something completely different. And we won't know the extent of those changes completely until the league starts. So when you do a league start, you're kind of guessing at some things. When you're doing like a league start theory crafting thing. Which I guess is why it's called theory crafting. I want to clear that little white spot. So we may do that. I'm not sure which one. But Friday we're absolutely playing the Path of Exile League. The league start. There's France. Buongiorno. Let us work together. There's Prague. Wow, she's already going to give me money early for my embassy. You know what? I'm even going to take it. Because I'm stupid. I probably shouldn't have because I want to try to rush Great Library. And she'll probably see me working on it and try to beat me to it. But too bad. I'm even going to buy a worker. And we're going to chop that fucking shit. Oh my god, I can't chop? Oh, fuck. Why didn't I take mining? Oh, usually I get mining by now, just by default. Oh, dude. No! Alright, well, it's still going to take longer than it's going to take me to get that built before I can chop anyway, so it's fine. But I wouldn't have bought my worker so fast. Usually you get mining from a goodie hut pretty quick. Damn. I might have screwed myself. I'll be alright. I'll be fine. I just can't do anything. I can't, there's like, I can't even, yeah. I don't want to put fucking farms here. That's bad. I'm just costing myself 1 gold per turn by having workers sitting there doing nothing until mining is researched. I just assumed it was because it always is by then, you know? I always end up popping it on a goody hut. And then I should have looked. I didn't. The plan was I was going to chop the Great Library. Because if you get Great Library, then you get another free tech. And the next free tech, once the library thing is opened up, is, oh wow, look at that, early religion. The next free tech would be philosophy. Well, I would probably have to take calendar too, but yeah, see, the whole thing's falling apart now. But the next free tech would be philosophy, and then that would allow you to get your National College and your Oracle. And National College, with only one city, is super easy to make because there's only one city. That gives you 33% more, or 50% more science, and then plus 3 science, which makes it even quicker to get the rest of this stuff. It's a really, really good idea. And then you can also get Oracle, which gives you a free social policy, which helps you go, you know, I mean, it's all just win, 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 and win. It's a snowball strategy, but that doesn't work right now because I fucked up. But it'll be right. However, we did pop the Great Prophet, which means we get our early religion. We might even have first religion. We'll find out in a minute. I think I did get first religion. Wow, first religion. It just means I have the best pick. So we're either going to be Protestant or Catholic. Let's see. Isn't that the big thing? The Protestants versus the Catholics? That was like this really big... I can't remember if the Church of England is Protestant or Catholic. I think it's Catholic. Isn't that what it is? Like the Irish are Protestant and the English are Catholic, or the other way around? I don't remember. I don't want to offend anybody. The Church of England is Protestant. Okay. There it is. Then we're going to take tithe. And then we're going to take... See, normally I would take pagodas or mosques, but because I only get one building, it's pointless to do that because I'm one city challenge. So what we're going to take is religious community, I think. Holy Warriors, use faith to purchase pre-industrial land units. Wow, that's really good too. Let's do that. I don't know because am I going to get a bunch of faith? I mean, I won't have to spend a bunch of it. So I'm going to end up with a lot of faith. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take Holy Warriors. Then we can crank out our longbowmen with faith if I don't have enough money. And then the next one we'll take is the production one. There we go. I'm going to put this guy on Explorer. There's France. I have found France. We are from France. And I think I found Spain too. Oh, Poland. What's up, dude? Casimir the Great. Poland's actually a really, really good civ in this game. I haven't played it very much, though. They get a free social policy every time you research a new tech in an era, I think, or something. Which ends up being like 7 extra social policies, which is basically a whole nother tree, I think. You get like 1 extra free social tree. I believe. And then some other cool shit. I think there's something to do with horses. I think you get their stable is like adds happiness or extra production or something really cool. I don't remember. They're a pretty good civ though. Actually, people consider them one of the best in the game for some reason. We're not gonna do embassies yet, buddy. You're only pay to play right now. The only people who get embassies are those who buy it. See, now luckily the mining is almost done. So I didn't have to sit around too long. My workers got the gold brick a little bit in the beginning, but we'll just call that orientation. I just met Denmark. The Vikings are online. And there's mining. And now I can chop. Which is going to give us that earlier, I hope. And we'll also turn it into a hill. We need calendar. If we're doing the beeline thing, we still need to do the beeline thing, you know? I'm really surprised at the amount of the lack of fucking free text I've been getting on the goody huts. I think because there's the two extra people in the fucking in the map makes that much a difference. There's two more people looking for shit. They're probably just all being discovered. Oh, there's something. There's Sweden up there. Maybe he'll sell me some furniture. And lindenberries. Who haven't we met? There's two people we haven't met yet. Germany and I don't know. Austria. No, Russia. Germany and Russia. No, Catherine's there. We met Catherine. So Germany, yeah, Germany and Austria. I think I had put Austria in there. I don't know why I wouldn't. They're fucking next to Germany. So someone's gonna be happy if they can get to this. The Great Barrier Reef. I'm gonna walk around this side because if I could discover the second half of it, I get another happiness bonus. My shadow. Okay, we've completed our chop. There's 28 turns. Man, I don't know if we're going to pull that off. We're going to go ahead and construct a mine there for more production. What it takes to step through. Who's that? Oh, there's the Celts. Damn, she was far. I met her way the fuck over here. That chick was trucking. Her scout, because when I ran into the Celt scout, It was way the fuck over next to my shit. And you're telling me they navigated half of the fucking of the world in like 4 turns? That's weird. Or maybe they just ran their settler back this way the whole time and didn't actually settle until like a couple turns ago or something. Because that's crazy, dude. Celts was one of the first people we met. I'm about ready to put these guys on auto. I manually run them until I get tired of doing it, and then I put them on auto. But I'm kind of like trying to micromanage a little bit of what they're doing to keep it a little more efficient. See if we can get another goodie head or 2 out of it. There's Austria. I knew Austria was one of them. All right. And then we just have to run into Germany. See where Bismarck is. And he's in 2nd place too. Alright, this is ridiculous. There's no reason to have 2 of these guys next to each other. This is very inefficient. When do you guys go down? That's what she said. What's the name of your place? You speak English? What's your name? Alright, there's Germany. We found Germany. We have found them all. We know all of the places now. Calendar, perfect. Because if we can hang on for 10 turns and get the Great Lighthouse, then we can pop Um, then we can pop philosophy and perfect. That's right what we need to do. Whoa, excuse me. Need to clear some jungle. We need to get our sailing on board too, so we're gonna go there. That was weird. Had an itch inside my ear. It's pretty bizarre, I guess. There we go. Let's go do some sheep. Bye. 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 My new record. I love this song. It's so hilariously sarcastic. The song is about, Maynard ran into a fan that was really pissed off and called him a sellout because, because they got big and famous. And like the whole song just completely rips into that entire idea. The lyrics of that song are amazing. You know. It's like, before you point your finger, you should know that I'm the man. If I'm the man, then you're the man, and you're the man. Or if I'm the man and we're the man and you're the man as well, you can point that fucking finger up your ass. And then it's like, I sold out long before you knew my name. I sold my soul to make a record, and then you bought it. Shut up and buy my new record. Shut up and buy. And then it's like, fuck, you bought it. Fuck, you bought it. Fuck, you bought it. Right? It's fucking hilarious, dude. I love that song. It's so good. It's so funny. Um, all right, so you take the we got the Great Library, right? And because of that, this is why you take the Great Library. First of all, it gives you a library if you get the Great Library, which means you don't have to make one, which gives you more science per. What is a puppet thing? Each puppeted city. Oh. Which gives you more science per citizen, or every 2 citizens or something. And then the Great Library also gives you, I think, culture because it's a wonder. And then you also get this where you get to choose a free technology. And the free technology we're going to take is philosophy. And that then is going to allow us to make a national college. And the reason why we're going to go ahead and do that now is because it requires a library to make one in each city. Since we only have one city, that's fine. Actually, I'm going to finish the granary first. because there's no big hurry. That is a national wonder versus a um versus a world wonder. So what a national wonder is each civilization can have one, and what a world wonder is there can only be one in the entire game, and the first one that makes it is the one that gets it. So with a national wonder, you're like, well, you don't have to hurry up and build it because you can build it later. But on the national library, you still want to get it done earlier rather than later, because the earlier you get it done, the earlier you get the effects of it, which is it increases your science by a lot, and that every turn having more science earlier leads to, it's all exponential, right? So it's more better early good, right, or whatever. Something like that. All right, we're gonna put him on auto. Where the fuck was that guy at that I just picked? I hate when you're like trying to select something and the game decides it's gonna select something else. Now I don't know where that fucking dude was. There was a worker I was trying to force to go in a place, and I don't know where that is now. Oh, this guy. Okay, cool. He's on autopilot. Alright, never mind. We're gonna wait on the embassy a little longer, because I might want to build something else. I think I'm gonna try to build the Oracle, which is gonna give us a free social policy. And I'd prefer if they not beat me to that either. All right. We've got sailing. That's awesome. We need to go for bronze working. We can see if we actually get any fucking iron. It's pretty rocky, so it's kind of like a pretty good chance that I will, but it's not guaranteed. We do need it for the ships. If not, it might get a little hinky. We're gonna get monument built too, because if we can get our monument built before our next social policy is done, then we'll get a free amphitheater. Otherwise, we'll just get a free monument. And monuments are cheap, and I don't want to waste it on getting a monument for free when I can get one for really cheap anyway. I'd rather my free building be something a little more substantial. Shit. And so what did I do? I just pop a goodie hut, which gave me more culture, which means we're gonna get the next thing for free. We're gonna get the free monument before we get the fucking monument. Oh, it's gonna be like the same turn. Oh, it's a total waste. Five times 9 is 45. Yeah. Well, there's no point in doing that then. Because the next one is a free monument. The free culture building. So we'll just do something else. We're going to get it for free anyway, so we might as well just stop wasting hammers building it. I'm going to take a workboat, and then a cargo ship, and then Stonehenge. If I can. Maybe a temple or something. I don't know. We're going to build a workboat, though. In fact, I might buy a workboat in a minute. That'll allow us to build fishing boats, which will give us more production because there's the Pantheon allows us to do that. Well, I'm actually at negative money right now because of my population and how many scouts and shit I have. But I'm actually going to delete a scout pretty soon. I need to get that cargo ship on board too quick. And once we get the bronze working done, we'll be able to chop the gems, which will give us money. Also, the pearls will give us money. So he's gonna sleep. You can't remove jungle until you do bronze working. For some reason. I don't know why. Okay, this is the free monument that I wanted to be a free amphitheater, but oh well, beggars can't be choosers. We're going to go ahead and delete this scout. It's going to save us a little bit of money. We've kind of reached the end of the thing. There's just a little bit of fog of war to bust. It's not a big deal. We built an extra scout anyway. And so having a less scout would be good. Now, this is a time where I'd probably want to steal a worker. But I actually don't because we're already in the negative and every unit costs more money. And also just because I don't need it. One city challenge, there's only one city. 2 workers is more than enough eventually. And I have one right now and that's fine. He's sleeping, so you know. Did I get iron? No, I did not. Holy shit. What the fuck, dude? I didn't get horses or iron. Are you kidding me right now? Dude. That was the other reason to reveal map in Civ 4, because you could start the game and hit reveal map and see if you were going to get iron or horses right away. But they took that feature off because they think people were cheating. But this way we didn't have to spend 4 hours figuring out if we were going to win the game. The horses were going to be good as a tile to give us happiness that we aren't going to get now because we aren't going to have horses. And the iron was going to be good to make ships, and now the only way we're going to make ships is if we trade for iron. But that's okay, because probably one of the city-states that we trade with are going to have it. Like, this guy's got it. So once we get cozy with this guy, he'll give us some iron. And we're going to do that. We're going to start throwing money once we get some money. We're going to start throwing money at city-states and stuff. Because they're going to help us out. Now, hopefully we don't get fucked like we did last game where they embargoed the city-states, because that was absolute horseshit. That was horrible. That was awful, man. That totally fucked us. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take archery, just so that maybe if I'm lucky I can build the Temple of Artemis too, and then we're gonna go to optics so we can get our lighthouse on board, because that's really gonna help us out with our oh, that's been built. That'll help us out with our sea production and our seafood. It's more seafood. It's more better seafood. This is going to help us grow too. If you notice, our growth has been pretty stalled because I turned it on to production. I'm actually going to go ahead and go cargo ship now too, because we're going to need the money. Go ahead and accept. Wow, that's still not enough fucking food. Damn. Well, we have fish, so we'll get another workboat. Okay, we're at plus $1 now. So, once we get enough for another workboat, we'll make another workboat, and then we'll fish, and that will give us some food, and then our population will grow, and we'll start to be able to work these other tiles. It's a kind of a slow start, and it's kind of rocky, and I kind of figured it would be, because there's no major bonus to England until like the mid-ages. Like, none of her shit matters until like the Middle Ages, so. I guess we'll go ahead and start taking embassies. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Really need wheel. I don't even have a fucking river, so I don't need the fucking watermill. Or do I have a river? No, I don't. That's right. River start was over here. But we traded a river for a mountain, and we got a lot more resources out of it. So let's go. Man, that's gonna suck because engineering is not gonna be very good. I mean, civil service isn't going to be very good. I don't even have horses. What's the land range, right? Land routes. Let's go optics. After we get the cargo ship out, we're gonna go finish up National College, and then we'll see what happens, and then I'll get the other wonders and stuff. Everyone's starting to beat each other up already. Oh man, Stevie. What up, nudist? What's going on? Did you know the Mayans invented the taco? Trying to mine some diamonds here. Let's do Mogadishu. My people were from Aztecas, and we basically picked on the greater cities, or picked on by the greater cities. Oh yeah. My condolences. But yeah, the Mayans invented the taco, and you know what? That's the greatest accomplishment in the human history, anyway. So, I mean, how great were these people? Grassland people, the Aztecs were dicks, apparently. Yeah, that's what I hear. They have a reputation for kind of being the asshole civs of the world. Montezuma was an iron fist ruler, for sure. and did a lot of the blood sacrifices and stuff. Oppressed a lot of people. And then his son basically handed over the entire empire to the Spain and to the Spanish people, and the rest is history. My history is not good, but from what I know, the local stories, they were very proud of taking laborers, if you catch my drift. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. They're kind of like the Romans, actually, in the same aspect. If you couldn't defend yourself, you were a slave. That's just basically how it was. That was it. You didn't have enough people back in your shit. Once we get our national college done, we'll maybe do another cargo ship. Um, as you can see, doing the cargo boats is much more beneficial than doing the land caravans. I think because it costs a little more to get started, but the payoff is so much better, and they go farther. You don't have camels running across the desert. You just have people cruising around in ships, dropping off goods and stuff, goods and services. You have a nice arrangement. Anyway, I've decided to play England today, and we're doing one city challenge. Because I'm a sadistic fuck, and we'll see what happens. And I think this might be the second time I've ever played England in the history of this game. I think England is the one I forgot about it. Is one I almost never played. I think the first time I played it, I didn't even know what I was doing. I've played all of the other civs multiple times. Let them sleep that off a little bit. It's a decent starting location, though. It has a lot of things we need. It has some jungle tiles, so we get a little bit of science. It's got 3 luxuries. It's got food, it's got production, and it's got mountains for science. So it's a good deal. It's a little peninsula. So have you ever been to any of the like Chichen Itza or any of that shit? I still want to do that stuff. A friend of mine went. You can go check out all the ruins and stuff, like the Mayan temples and shit. I still want to go. You went to the non-touristy places? You know, the thing is, the shit's not even that far from where I live. I just need to do it. And that part of Mexico is kind of fucked up right now, so it's probably not a great idea to go down there. There's a lot of cartel issues. I've been to different places in Mexico. I haven't been to I can't even think of the fucking name of the place now. I feel stupid. Um, where's my brain is not working. The Yucatan Peninsula. My mom recently traveled back and the city shut down when they caught El Chapo's kid. Oh, it's fine. Cartel talk's fine. As long as, you know, it doesn't get all like political and shit. Like general, you know, things like that is fine as long as we don't get like, you know. You know what I'm saying? Just nothing like, you know, normal like American politics yelling at each other stupid stuff about different people in specifics or parties or whatever. I have a friend who's a border agent, and he was telling me all about some of the fucked up cartel shit where they're stringing the bodies up in some of the border towns. They would because it got really bad for a while, and they were just like murder. They were like just murdering like people in towns to make examples out of them, and they would like string people up along the fucking like along the roads and shit. It was like something out of fucking, you know, some medieval horror fantasy and shit. My father is a member, so I fucking hate cartel. Oh, oh, all right. Well, I'm eating a candy cane too, by the way, in case you hear the crunching noise. Oh yeah. Right. We'll just take everything over, dude. That's what I'm saying. It's just like the mob. Oh, that's right. I can buy land units with faith now. That's cool. I love that. There's a cool religious option. Um, we're gonna try to build a great lighthouse because that'll give us the free lighthouse that we want anyway, and it'll give us like some wonder stuff. Huh. I guess my scouts are done exploring. That's good, because then I can bring them in. And then they won't cost me any money. I can delete them. I just... What the hell? Want to know what's funny? All of his kids end up being U.S. Marines, which is pretty common. I have no idea why that's a thing. Huh. I don't know. It happens. Here's a question. And this isn't like... I'm not trying to be like a racist or anything. Are they Mexican or Indian? Because it's actually a lot of tradition. There's a lot of Mexican people and Indian and Native Indian people, Native American people who actually join the Marines as a family tradition. It's really strange. I ran into that a lot out here. It's like oh, I'm not like pooping on it or anything. It's just kind of like maybe like a, a way to test yourself or something, you know. And it's a way out. Like you're in a shitty situation. Yeah. Oh, it's definitely a easy way to get out of a bad situation. But more and more they actually well, I don't know about right now, but for a while they were actually tightening down on restrictions on who could join and stuff. They were scrutinizing more for a while. Not that if you were in a bad situation you couldn't join, but they were like, you know, like they want you to finish high school now. They want like not just get a GED. They want you to um I don't know, there's more fitness requirements and there's all these different little things. When I went in, they didn't give a fuck about anything. Huh. Yeah. See? They're just like, can you walk? Yeah. Can you talk? Yeah. Okay. Sign here, please. Yeah. If you have narcolepsy or sleepwalk, they won't let you in. All right, now we're getting somewhere. I'm a walking bag of no, you can't join. Not a good idea. Like if you don't want to, if you're not really into it, it's probably not a good idea to join. I know a lot of people joined for the wrong reasons. Only regretted it immensely. And they wasted everybody's time. You know? Oh, motherfucker. Somebody beat me to the Great Lighthouse. Well, that was talking about a waste of time. That was a fucking waste of time. On topic, off topic, I've been looking for a job that will work with my hearing, and turns out that there's a whole ass government building that is there to help folks like me. Oh, yeah? Well, there you go. There you go, dude. Good job. Start making some money. That probably will, yeah. So are you gonna teach people how to? Is that what you're gonna do? You like learn it and then teach people how to use it? Oh, well, there you go. I think we're gonna leave the jungle banana. Because that can turn into science as long as we leave it as jungle. Mental health advocate for Washington State youth. Well, yeah, I could understand that. Starting to feel like a geezer. I don't even know if it's worth turning that into a farm. There's no fresh water around. It's alright. So I need another workboat and then another cargo ship. If you notice, I get 2 hammers now per workboat ocean tile. And that's because my Pantheon gives me 1 hammer and then the lighthouse gives me another. And then I'll get another hammer from another thing per tile. And then gold, I think, at some point. I also want to go back to college, but I do not want to do that. To do it. But that's what my degree is. Oh, you don't want to do IT. I liked going to school. I don't miss the debt. School was fun though. Yeah. Well, the thing about IT is if you have your degree in IT but you're not actually doing IT right now, you're so far fucking behind it doesn't even matter. It's you have to stay so hard. It's so hard to stay on top of it. I have a friend who's been doing IT his whole life and he's still fucking not able to get jobs because he's not staying as current as he needs to be. You know, like it's so hard. Everything changes so fast. You have to constantly stay on top of all the new stuff, new certifications. It's a lot of work, man. Unless you're gonna do fucking phone support. And then, like, why the fuck do you even go to college if you're just gonna do phone support, you know? You don't need to go to college to do IT phone support. You just read a script. And then you're like, oh, let me send you to level 2. Yeah, that's it. I know people who have. I'm not like dogging them or anything. I'm just saying that like Oh right, because you got the you need to be able to see what they're saying, right? Uh, it's understandable. At least you got the paper though, right? Did you get the paper, or do you have a lot of credits in it and you didn't finish? 2 more classes. You know what? Just take them and get it done. Just so you have the paper. Even if it's in like something unrelated, it's still something. If you're that close, you know what I'm saying? If you only need 2 more classes, just fucking get them done and get it over with. And then you've got a piece of paper that at least shows that you finished something. I have a degree. It may not be in what I'm doing the thing in, but at least I have a degree, which is better than like, well, I graduated high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as employers are concerned. Yeah, it's going to. We'll get the Java one done, and then just study real hard on SQL. SQL is really important though, dude. SQL is probably like the most important one. Java's good. It's just old. It is though, dude. I'm sorry. Well, if you're gonna do IT, if you're gonna do something other than just like uh fixing someone's computer, if you're gonna actually do like computer science, then SQL is really important. It is the most. I would say that is the thing that will pay off the most out of anything else in your entire degree, because everything else that you've learned in IT, whatever, is probably obsolete, except the networking. Is that a hill? No, that's a plains. Is that a hill? That's a hill. Let's buy this hill so I can chop this hill. I'm gonna buy a hill so I can cut it down. Nice. I hate that I'm right. Also, do art and could always do an art degree. Oh, don't do that, dude. Unless you have a disposable income. The problem with art, I'm a graphic designer by trade, and I'll tell you right now, it's not worth it. You're spending money on a minimum wage job that um that AI does right now a really good job at it. Like it's not, unless you're going to like fine art, okay, but don't go into graphic design. It's a waste of your time. Because like First of all, Photoshop is so easy that almost anybody can do it now. It's not even a problem. And they're putting AI into Photoshop, so you can just tell Photoshop what to do with a little like, hey, just do this, and then it will just do it, right? And then they've automated everything. I was, yeah, exactly. I've been playing with this. Here, I'll give you a link. I've been playing with that. Just type whatever you want in the box and hit generate, and then wait, and then like it makes it, and it's not copy pasting anything. It's just drawing it. There's all these little things that you can do. You used to make flyers for a union, and guess what happened to you? You got replaced. And the link I've sent you this is the free shit, right? This is not what people are paying to use. As good as that thing is, it's like the cheapest solution you could find that's web-based and just free. So like it gets way better from there, and that's already really good if you start messing with this enough and tweaking it a little bit. It's amazing. And it's just like, dude, art jobs are fucking history, man. But it's kind of like I was explaining before. I actually dabbled a little bit in graphic design before computers were doing it professionally. And then when I went to school for it was right when computers started doing it professionally. Photoshop 3.5 was just come out. And I was already up on all that because I was doing it as a hobby. And before Photoshop and Illustrator and things, people used to do all this stuff by hand. And that was a completely different skill set. And at school, they tried to teach us the old way and the new way because the industry hadn't completely transitioned yet into being Photoshop and Quark and Illustrator and Premiere, which is the 4 programs that is just industry standard, period. That's it. Nowadays, and that's all you need to learn. And so we had learned how to do the old ways, like drawing and the cutting stuff out and using Studio Tack and pasting things up, and then like, you know, actually like drawing things out and making them work, and then trying to merge that with computers to kind of get the best of both worlds and all that. And that was kind of weird, but it didn't last very long because the computer technology was way too fast, and just went boop boop boop, and it just like passed everything over. And then I was just getting into web design kind of around the time that web design was just starting to be a thing in the first place. And so I was right there with it for a while, and I was having fun. Now, yeah, I wasn't good enough to land like Google jobs and shit, obviously. You know, I was kind of freelancing. I did land some pretty good website gigs, but it was and I was pretty ahead of our time. We did some pretty amazing things. But by the time like 2005 rolled around, it didn't even matter anymore because there were already sites that you could go to that would generate your free web page for you, and you didn't have to have a graphic designer or anyone who knew anything about web design because it was already there. And you could just draw. It was real easy, and it keeps getting easier. And now now it's completely free and anybody can do it. And like, you can get free websites made right now however you want with fucking shopping cart software and everything. And like, it, the whole thing is just completely, it's pointless. Web design, unless you're on a web engineer level, which means you have like 20 years plus of like computer engineering, or you're some fucking MIT wizard, that's working at Google creating amazing things, or working at Twitter, or some like an app based fucking thing. It's pointless. Forget it. It's just not you're done. So this AI website is it? I'm telling you, dude, it's free. Isn't that insane? And you don't even have to sign up for anything. You don't even have to give them your fucking email address or anything. You don't have to give them your little login with Google or anything. Right. Anyway, that's what I was saying. Like, it's totally crazy how crazy this stuff is. And anybody who's going to go to school for that right now is just throwing money away. I don't even know what would they teach you? They would probably teach you how to use AI tools. Probably. If you went right now to, like, if there was even a graphic design school left in the country, like Art Institute of San Francisco, maybe, if that's still around, or was it Parsons in New York, or one of those, like super ultra prestigious ones that cost like hundreds of thousands of dollars to go to. They would probably what would they teach you? Oh, this is how to use AI to do graphic design. That's what they would teach you. Oh, this is how to use AI to make a website. Oh, this is how to use AI to make anything you want on the image. Oh, this is how to use AI to set up your blog and do all the things. This is how to use ChatGPT to write all of your fucking stories for you to go on your blogs. This is how, like, that's all it is, right? It's just marketing, if anything. The only thing they could teach you would be the psychology of marketing. That would be beneficial. But you don't even need to learn that because the AI already knows that. The psychology of marketing is built into the AI now, so that doesn't even matter. Take them offline for good. There you go. You could be a red hat. Go old school. Yeah, I know, but what you're learning is far simpler than what you had to learn. Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, but like when you teach social media, what are you actually teaching? This is how to set up a fucking TikTok account. This is how to set up a YouTube account. I know that. I mean, they need things to be relevant so that you can pay them to teach you things. But the things that they're paying them to teach you, you could teach yourself probably. It's just that you have a degree in it as opposed to, Oh, I learned it from watching a YouTube video, which is basically the same fucking thing. Because a lot of those teachers are watching YouTube videos to learn how to teach you shit. Like, where do you think their knowledge comes from? They don't, there's nobody who wrote a book. This is how social media works. Right, how to market. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. The marketing part is the important thing. I have a communication degree. I have a bachelor's degree in visual communication. Which is, like I said, it's an expensive piece of toilet paper. Well, and you know what? I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that the things you're talking about are things that would have been relevant 5 years ago. But I don't think we're at the point anymore where any of that matters. Right? That's fucking hilarious, dude. That's sad, but that's hilarious at the same time. Yeah. They're just like, here, you guys communicate. It matters if you want certain jobs making 100K. What job do you think you can make 100K a year at right now in marketing or this kind of graphic design stuff, unless you're totally scamming somebody? And even that's not really a lot of money anymore. So that's all I'm saying. Like, because you have to go to school to do it. Like, so you're going to learn, you're going to spend 2.5 to 4 years learning something that's already obsolete. Did you see the nudist? Did you see the fucking? Did you see that crazy AI that made its own fucking YouTube account and then created a song and published it and got 82 million fucking views in like a week? It marketed its own shit too. It did its own marketing. It created social media accounts all over the place, posted it directly to the social media accounts. The thing is, the YouTube video that I looked at didn't actually get that many views, but it also uploaded its thing directly to Twitter, and that got 82 million views in like a couple days. You guys want to watch it? No? She might have a third video out by now. Let's see. Anna, Indiana, AI. It might help if I spell her fucking name right. I said her. Damn. See? It got me. There's a lot of hate, dude, by the way. Like, I mean, a lot of fucking hate. Like, insane amounts of hate on this thing. People are just like, ah, evil, Skynet's taking over. Ah. It's like, yeah, but you know what? It's doing it. Oh no, now it's posting polls. Oh, you motherfucker. It's posting polls so it can learn from the polls. Oh my god. It doesn't. I was looking to see if it had a second song. Now it's creeping in on my shit. It is literally posting polls to Twitter so it can learn from the feedback of the polls as to what the most popular thing for it to create next is. This is the AI that is doing this. That's insane. I'm telling you, it's over, guys. It's just crazy. It's fucking like it's not. We just have to do that. But our AI overlords are here. So here's the first poll. You're an expert songwriter tasked with writing a new hit song. First, the mood of the song should be dreamy, heartbroken, feel good, triumphant. Feel good is the answer that most people picked. The mood of the song is feel good. Now give me 4 options for the song's title: Carefree Carousel, Blue Skies and Warm Hearts, Miles of Smiles, My Morning Melody. Everybody picked Miles of Smiles. The mood of the song is feel good, and the title of the song is Miles of Smiles. Now here are some words of inspiration for the chorus lyrics: Lights Dance City, Breeze Float River, Sunflower Shine Field, Truck Dream Road. Everyone said Truck Dream Road. Yeah, but it's taking the feedback from that people are giving it and using that information to create its next song. So the next song is going to be called Miles of Smiles, and I agree, it's dumb. It's going to be a feel-good song that is about a truck, a dream, and a road. What's creepy is the thing is creating images of itself, like still images of itself doing things to relate to people, as if it's actually doing these things that don't involve the video music videos that it's making. Like this picture. Let me see how I can do this real quick. Give me a second. Okay, that'll work. See if I can blow that up. So it created this picture of itself drinking coffee in a coffee shop. None of this actually exists. This is just kind of like that other little image creator program that I used. Except that she's good enough to get the fingers right. See, you can tell the really, really good AI software from the really bad AI software. The really good, obviously, this is some of the best in the world because of what it's able to fucking do. But it's got all the fingers correct in the correct position. And the amount of fingers is correct, which is something that AI is really bad at. And her eyes are correct. Yeah. I mean, the tables, like, not even, this is just messed up. This is just some generic, like, because it blurred it to give that kind of blurry image thing, which means it just kind of generically replicated stuff to kind of make it look like what it would look like. Even though, like, you could tell if you, like, this is just complete nonsense. This table's actually nonsense, right? The reflections are, but it doesn't matter because you're just like focused on her. Like there's guitars on the wall. There's like two guitars with some really weird fucking shapes. There's a third one down here. Like there's just generic stuff because it's just trying to simulate what it thinks we want to see. And it's focusing on the main details, which is her. Even her watch is kind of jacked up. But like the AI created this. Right? Many humans on here don't seem to like me, sad face. But there must be at least some of you out there who will support me on this musical journey. Where are my stands at? It is made by a computer. It's made by it's entirely made by AI. I know it looks like it's made by it, because it is. And then here's in case. Okay, and then for nudist, I'm not gonna play it, but here's a video of her singing, her song, and kind of going over the code and some lyrics and stuff, and the DAW that it used to create the things. And then there's the second song. Yeah, it is. It's like a serious DAW. I don't like this. I know, dude. All right. Let's we're not here to scare the shit out of everybody. It's just a little bit of a reality thing. Go back to the game. But the anyway, the image generator program's still pretty fun though, right? You're terrified. You should, yeah, that's actually not a that's an acceptable reaction actually, I think. To be terrified because it's going to keep you from being passive. Right? Keep your head on a swivel about this stuff. I don't know that there's anything we can do about it. I think it's too late to do anything significant to change it. So the only thing we can do is figure out how to adapt and do it well and do it quickly. I would say the best thing we could do is to learn how to use the software to do the things that we need it to do. So learning how to best manipulate the AI, and that's only going to last for a little while because it's going to teach itself how to do itself. It probably already does right itself at this point. There's no reason, if it can do these other things, there's no reason why it can't just create itself. Like if you need an AI program to do some specific thing, you can tell an AI to write an AI to do that. It might take a long time, but it's going to be faster than it's going to take me or you to do it. It's going to need some supervision. But like what I'm saying is I think it's like it's going to be tantamount to like data entry or like security guard work where the AI does all the heavy lifting. Now, like I had told my friend and some other people, the places where you're going to still be able to not be replaced by this technology is anything that is that requires a significant amount of skill that is cheap enough to be done by a human that is too expensive for an AI to do, like one-off task specialist work. Like, for example, like plumbing, right? Like if you're a plumber and you have to go out and fix someone's fucking toilet, like they're not going to send a robot out to do that. It's going to cost way too much money, but they can send a person out to do that a couple different places and make some money. That's a bad example, but that's like the easiest example I could think of. Right? So there's some things, there's tasks that are special, they're specialist tasks that probably require a lot of ingenuity based on the situation, and yet I'm sure plumbers will be using AI for things. Last time I had a plumber come out, they used technology to examine the entire pipe structure of the whole house, to find out like where the deficiencies were, and like easiest way to fix things, because we had like a leak and like some clogged thing somewhere, and they went through and they had this like little camera stuff and some sonar and shit. They did all this crazy shit, so they were embracing technology even then. This is the star sector. In my coding class at some point, the teacher was going to teach us the AI tools and auto finish a line of code. He decided against it. Oh, that's too bad. Did he decide against it because he was afraid of scaring you off, or did he decide against it because he was afraid of losing his job to it? Oh, cheating? But you know what? Is it cheating anymore? I mean, if you're teaching someone to achieve the goal and they find the easiest way to achieve the goal, they're not necessarily learning what you want them to learn, but they're learning how to learn. It's like the calculator argument. When I was in school, we weren't allowed to have calculators because they wanted you to learn how to do the stuff yourself without a calculator. And then about the time I graduated, everyone was allowed to bring calculators in. And there were like these crazy scientific calculators and all these things, and everybody was learning how to use the calculators. And then like, and computers basically at the same time. Um and so it was just like it went like that. It shifted. And they went from no, you can't use the tools to we're going to teach you how to use the tools correctly. Now you're going to embrace the tools and use them correctly. And I think the difference is not understanding the significance of the tools at the time that they started being implemented until it was like much later. And then they're like, oh, if we're going to teach these kids how to do stuff, we might as well teach them how to use the tools, because that's what our job is to do, is to teach them how to have jobs. So, the last time we were handed a calculator in class that has graphing and color. Huh. Yeah, right. When I was in like high school, actually even before high school, um, right before high school, I think it was like 8th grade. The coolest thing that people were bringing into class, because you weren't allowed to bring calculators, was they had calculator watches. And the teachers didn't know that the watches were calculators. Oh, I know. I've seen some of those. Like the TIs, like some of those TI calculators you could program and you could actually have games in them. Or the Palm stuff, like the pilots. The pre-iPhones in the 90s. Take Mint. Actually, let's take Market first. And then we'll take Mint. And because I'm not paying attention, and I should be, let's get a couple of cargo ships. And guilds, so we can get all that online. You could run full games. Crazy. Excuse me. Oh, so okay, here's the thing. So Tiff, on your comment where it doesn't look real to you, it doesn't. You're correct. But what it does look like is really close to what people who don't look real anymore look like. Have you been noticing more and more people are getting work done, and the work they're getting done is to make them look like that? And that's why it's emulating that, I think. And also, it's not 100% real. But it's really close. Actually, you know what's crazy? It was as far as art's concerned. Have you guys seen the GTA 6 trailer? Because that is like some of the most realistic video gameplay I've ever seen. And that shit, I mean, it looks like some of it's like, okay, it's not there yet. And then some of it's like, holy crap, dude. Is this a video? Oh, no, it's a fucking. It's in game fucking like action. It's crazy. Trading post, 18 turns. That's what we're going to need for those. One, two, three. Oh, yeah. Let's buy this tile. They can work it. Anyway, yeah, that shit was crazy, dude. That AI stuff's getting better and better. Like I said, give it 6 months, and those songs are gonna be like winning Oscar, like Grammys and shit. Not that song, but the song that AI comes out with in 6 months is probably going to be like winning Grammys. Not that it's a good song, but you know how that shit works. Like it's just gonna play. It's gonna play the game that everybody else does, just better because it can. Because it can mess with concepts like perfect pitch and then fluctuation for emotional, like do it perfectly, right? Because it can't not do it perfectly, once it knows how to do it perfectly. It's kind of creepy. Let's build a workboat. You know, like when you watch a movie and it may not even be a good movie, but there'll be like a scene that may even seem kind of cheesy and it'll still like tug at you, and like it'll force an emotional reaction out of you that you are really mad about the fact that it did. Like have you experienced that yet in like movies or TV shows where like you'll be watching this thing and they'll say something that will trigger an emotional response that is completely weird and you don't even know why the fuck that happened, and it happened because they've figured that shit out. And that's not even AI. That's just people figuring out the formulas to put those kinds of things in movies, to put those strings of words together to create an emotional attachment and then like make you feel something that hits home, right? And when you have an emotional reaction, whether you like the thing or not, you have a tendency to keep watching it or to end up liking it more, because having an emotional reaction is kind of sort of the same as like putting skin into the game in a weird way, right? And if they can get you to cross that line, they've kind of got you, right? It's kind of the same. Again, I'm not going to get into politics, but it's kind of the same way like with political people, like when they ask you to donate money to their campaign, if you do, if they've convinced you to give them even $1, you feel all of a sudden like you're part of the team a little bit, like there's a connection. You've made a connection to that and now you care more about that, whether you like, even if it's just subconscious, you might defend it more or whatever because there's some kind of emotional connection. And they've been doing that with movies and TV a lot now, like that same kind of psychology, and music especially. And I have and so this is just the way entertainment's going. um there's always going to be people streaming shit online and doing crazy stuff because they're going to buck the system, right? But all the big money is going to flow toward the automatic AI generated stuff for the masses. And then there's always going to be like the rebels who are like, you know fuck the AI, fuck the system, fuck the masses, you know the low techs, right? Have you seen Johnny Mnemonic? Like Ice T's crew is like the low techs. I can totally see a world where you have like the low techs versus everybody else. Stupid AI. What time is it? Oh shit. I need to get some science online. Means I need to get some culture going so I can get my social policies. And I need to start sending some money to these guys so they can give me some stuff. Let's see. Civil service. Chichen Itza. Farm the food tiles with fresh access to water, which I don't have. Terrace, fresh access to water, which I don't have. Oh, I do have some. 1, 2, 3. This one has fresh access to water. There's one tile. The Log Bowman. That's where we're going. We still need civil service, probably. Let's see where we need to go here. We need education. Let's do that. The quicker we get the education online, the quicker we'll start running away with the game, which is really important. Because we need to get the science going so that we can generate technology faster, so that we can have better technology than the rest. Because it's one city challenge, we're going to need that technology to give us a leg up. All right, now we're going to start building trading posts on our jungle tiles, because that's going to pay off huge eventually. Get the amphitheater, which was gonna be my free building. Actually, I'm gonna build a trireme too. just in case. And then I should actually be buying my buildings. We're gonna send this one on Explore. See what he can see. The cool thing about England is they have a bigger I think it's a bigger movement range and a view range. Let me see. England. They have a +2 movement. Okay. And then the ship of the line has a bigger range as well. Bigger sight range. See, now we can bust some fog and see what we got going along the coasts. Which we're going to have to protect soon. Because we're going to want to protect our trade routes, which are all going to be coastal. Open borders. Yeah, I don't care. If I say no, they're going to keep pestering me until I say yes, and it doesn't matter that much, so I'll go ahead and do it. I should make a... I can buy one, though, so hold on. So we should do National Epic. I should move this guy out so that I can build the composite bowman. Oh, I can buy one for faith. Oh, but I need to save the faith points so that I can get my my enhanced religion. I love that I can buy units with faith, though. That's fucking cool. That might come in handy later. Huh. So, those who were with us yesterday, we had an awesome cultural victory. I ran long. I ran like 7 hours just to get it done. But it did happen. It was pretty sweet. It's up on the YouTubes. But I am going to probably bail in about 20 minutes. While there's still a little bit of light left. So I can make some dinner. Wow, Poland's declaring a lot of things. Poland has decided to protect all of the city-states. All right, well, that's interesting. Good job, Poland. I guess. I am going to be dipping into using a lot of city-states as well pretty soon, but I need to get I need to start my patronage thing first. Actually, I might even do exploration first. I don't know. Maybe we'll put 1 point into patronage, 1 point into commerce, and then 1 point in exploration, and then we'll go back between patronage and exploration, because some of these exploration things are pretty decent. Patronage gives us better bonuses when we deal with city states. All right, so here is the question: do we bulb or do we plant? I believe we're going to plant. And the reason we're going to plant is because, as much as I would like to bulb, I think it would be more effective to plant now, bulb later, because when you bulb later, the technologies are a lot more hammers. It's worth a lot more to bulb later. And when you plant now, those hammers are adding cumulatively, or the, sorry, not the hammers, but the beakers are adding cumulatively to everything else. So I think I'm going to put it here. Maybe here. 1, 2, 3. If I put it here, I'll still keep one of the hammers. And so we'll have production. That'll help. Let's go ahead. Go ahead and buy that tile. And let's go ahead and put this here. This is my science building. It's basically what you do if you plant it. You plant the scientist, you get a science academy that gives you a certain amount of science per turn. Whereas if you use his other special power, you just get a free technology. And a free technology is really cool, but extra science per turn is really, really valuable when you don't have a lot of, when you only have one city, because you don't have a lot of other sources of science, right? So you need to get all you can get. I think I'm going to take Circus Maximus here. That'll be nice. Oh, oh. So now we have 8 science per turn and then 2 hammers. The other thing is, at some point, that number goes up to 10 or 12. I think it goes up to 12 per turn, which helps. But this is creating flat science, and what happens is, the reason we're on next to mountains is because when we get astronomy, we can put a telescope up here, and when we put a telescope up here, that allows us, it doubles, oh no, it gives us 50% more base science from the city. So this gives us a good baseline, and then that gives us more, right? So everything that we add, all of the multipliers go much higher when you have a base number to start from, right? Because like 300% of 1 is 3, but 300% of, 5 is like 150. No, it's 15. Sorry. That's my point, though. Good job with the math there, huh? Grand Temple doubles the pressure emanating from the city. This is actually really good to get a Grand Temple. We're gonna go ahead and do it because we can. We're gonna take all the wonders we can while we can. We're in that thing where we need to keep building stuff, but we have most of the buildings. I guess I'll buy that anyway. Get it out of the way. In case I ever do. In case I do a land trade route, which I might do actually, because I still have an empty trade route. But if I wait, I thought at some point I get trade routes extend farther pretty soon. And then I'll want all of them to be from the sea because they're better from the sea. Let's see here. What is it? Civil service, and then it's compass, yeah. Because then we get the harbor, and then fishing boat yield, additional trade route, extends the range of sea trade routes. Yeah, that's what we need. In fact, after civil service, I'm gonna take that instead of education, and then go to education. As much as education is extremely necessary, and the sooner we get it, the better for the civilization. I believe at this point, though, compass is better because we're seafaring. I'm just not used to taking compass that early because I usually don't have seafaring civs. Oh wow, this got all quiet. So did I scare everybody away or what? Man, I need all of these. $25% gold. Patronage. I need all of these. Let's do the gold and then we'll take the patronage. Why does it keep trying to go to war? My ship must keep encroaching on something. My scout ship is probably encroaching on Isabella's land. And it's automatically trying to cross her path, which is like doing the... do you want to declare war? No, I don't want to declare war. I want you to stop encroaching on Isabella so you'll leave me the fuck alone. Actually, I wanted to explore all this crap. Oh, she's down here. No. She's over here. No, that's me. Where's Isabella? Is she over here? Why is there a confrontation with Isabella? I don't understand where that's coming from. That's Spanish. That's English. Oh, that's why. Well, let's go here then. Why is this a problem? Oh, because she keeps getting in my fucking way. That's why. Well, just move out of the fucking way. Oh, I have. I see. We've already been here. There ain't nothing here. And he can't go any further. So now he's going back. Well, that sucks. Come this way then, dude. We have to wait until we get the caravels, which we will get actually when we get compass. So that's another thing. Or the Gallius, which I think is ocean fearing, right? I think the Gallius can go into the ocean. I hope so. One of them can. I don't know why I have to manually move the boat in order to teach the fucking thing how to fucking do shit. Now, the amazing thing about the advances in AI is when they put an AI opponent in a game like this against you, it's going to be really tough. Playing against the AI in those situations is going to be a lot tougher in video games in the future, which is going to be good because that's something that it lacks. They've had pseudo AI in video games for a long time, which is very scripted reactions to potential things, but kind of an autonomous AI in a game is going to be like really interesting to play against. It's AI day. Wow. I guess we'll just wait for them to move. Dun, 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 dun. Looks like the Danes are moving in. They're getting their longboats over here. What's going on? What the fuck? Like my mouse took a shit. Alright. That was weird. Boom 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 boom. And Denmark are no longer allies. Boudica has made peace with Geneva and Denmark are now allies. Geneva has declared war on Boudica. Harold Bluetooth wants open borders, and I will give them to him for now. And we'll see how long it takes for him to abuse that. I think we're gonna buy this tile. Yeah. So we can work that tile too. Those jungle tiles are gonna be good later on for giving us more flat science. Compass, 4 turns away. Well, this game would have been a lot better if it didn't take an hour to get started. So I feel bad about that one. But otherwise, I'm feeling pretty good about it so far. One city challenge. England, never played England really anytime since after I kind of knew how to play. Not that I'm the greatest player now or anything by any stretch of the imagination, but something. All right, so now let's see what ships we can create, and then I think I'm gonna call it. Oh wait, we just gotta enhance a religion. Well, let's do that. Let's enhance the religion. Second follower belief. Wow, there's not a lot left. For one city challenge, none of these are really all that good. Amphitheaters, there's I only have one. Hermitage, I'm not really doing culture. I'm gonna take swords into plowshares. And then religious texts or inherent preachers. Defenders of the faith, compact strength near friendly cities that allow this religion. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I follow this religion. But they could use that against me too. If they end up with my religion and I have to attack them, then they can use that against me. So that's not good. I'm going to go inherent preachers because my religion spreads farther that way. And that's my enhancer. And I get my harbor and a galleass. And let's see if the galleass can actually go into the ocean. And if it can, we're going to send it on a scouting mission. And then I'm going to call it a stream because I have to go make some food. Bombardment. Let's do bombardment. It can. Awesome. Explore the world, please. Let's save. And that's it. So thanks everybody for hanging out. I hope I didn't scare you away with all the AI stuff. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Eat lots of tacos. I appreciate y'all hanging out, watching me play some video games. Come back tomorrow because we're going to do some more. We'll probably finish this up. And that's it. Peace out. I appreciate y'all. Let's see. If you like what you're seeing, give me a follow. If you really like what you're seeing, consider subbing because that always helps. And yeah, I know. I was like, where'd everybody go? Like all of a sudden, we were having a big conversation, and everybody disappeared for a half an hour. It got real quiet. They're freaking me out. But anyway, I gotta go. I gotta go make dinner. So, peace out, and I will talk to you later. Strange kitty. Strange kitty doing strange things. You realize the cat has adopted you now, right? Like, you know how that works. You have a new cat. Okay. Just right. All right. Peace out, guys.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and
This
hope
will
we've
be,
succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment.
This will
Please drive
probably
home
be on
carefully
YouTube
and
later
come back again soon.
if I can edit out
Good
the
night.
other thing.